What's going on, traders? Welcome back to Be the Trader. And it's midday, and I think I'm gonna start recording these midday because I have light. I'm like pretty much during my lunch break would be perfect. And I can carry this on whenever I'm actually working. I can record midday, or if I need to record at the end of the day, we'll figure it out. But I wanted to talk about today so far, and what I've been trying to focus on is believing in myself. Because that's what I feel like I've been lacking. And I believe in myself today. I've been really, truly working on that. And it feels good. Like, I'm not up money right now, although I'm still in a trade that could work out really well. But either way, what I'm happy about is I'm sticking to my plan. And it feels good, right? And sticking to my plan all the way through and not adjusting my risk way too soon. And not getting overly excited or trying to take profits right away. And adding when I think I should add rather than being scared because I believe in myself. Like, one of those instances is I like to add when things are bouncing rather than when they're dropping. And today I did that on quite a few trades. Well, I say quite a few trades, but I only traded two tickers, SRNE and HEPA. And overall, I did very well on my shorting. Shorting the pops, covering the dips, and HEPA, same thing, shorting the pop, covering the dips. Like, I'm excited about that. I'm happy that I'm doing that. And that's what I want to talk about. Is like, I'm more so happy that I'm believing in myself now. The other side of that is, it's just weird how things work out. Like, I was overly stressed trying to find a place, and I got an offer and I declined it because they weren't willing to work with me on either being remote or it was like an hour drive, so I did not want to make that drive every day, and they weren't open to that. So that's okay. We just parted ways, and amicable. And that's no problem. Hopefully, it sounded like I could call them back if I wanted to. We had a good conversation. With that being said, I have another company that's offering me. You're going to be offering me by the end of the week, they said. I don't know if they're open to the idea, but I'm going to talk to them about it. My old company called me back, and at first I didn't want to go back because I know that it just might not be a good fit because I knew they wouldn't let me work remote. And it's amazing how things sometimes work out, and I'm very thankful. Like, at first, I don't know why, but I didn't see it as potentially a blessing, right? It's positive, right? They see my creativity, they know I like to do things, and they're open to helping me by working with my schedule. 2 days in the office, 3 days at home. That's great. I mean, that's more than what I've been given so far. Something I'm proud about, and it's something I'm very, very highly considering. I have 3 more interviews this week, and so we'll see what happens. But they're giving me till the end of these 3 interviews to make a decision, which is really nice. But you're here for trading, and HEPA was a short into a major resistance play. And what is that? I mean, that's something that I've been exploring with, because I haven't been good at these type of trades where I short after it's bouncing, after it already crapped out for a previous day, but had high volume. So for in HEPA's case, it spiked from like the 2s or 3s to like 455 with like 27 million volume. I don't really know any of the numbers per se, but you get the idea. It had major volume. And today it's popping up on like a million volume in the 430s, 440s. So I'm shorting it because I'm risking that top of that previous day, because there's tons of bag holders on that day who are now underwater, who are trying to just sell at any pop they can get. At least that's the philosophy, and so that's what I'm doing. So I'm just happy that I'm sticking with my plan. It's a strategy I'm not too good at, if I'm honest. And so I'm trading it really small because I'm not good at it. The one I'm really good at is like a gap down day, and granted, the stock wasn't up too much on my other trade. It was up maybe 50%, a little over, so barely hitting my criteria. And it was a huge market cap. So at the end of the day, though, I'm happy how I traded it. And that's what I want to talk about. Like today, I'm more so focused on believing in my ability to be a great trader. and improving every day, right? By looking at my previous day, what I can do better and then work on that. And today I'm doing that, regardless of how today turns out, whether it's a win, a loss, how I'm trading, it's something I can be proud of. And so that's what I'm working on today. And I'm hoping that I can continue to grow through this. Actually, I know I have faith that I will continue this, and it feels good. And not to mention that I was looking for a job in a negative way at first. Like, I was feeling really negative about it. And it's like everyone's journey is their own journey. You know, some people are going to make it really quick, right, on their own business. Trading's your own business. And some people are going to take a while. Some people are going to run into the wall many times till they learn. That might be me, right? But what's unique is now I can see this from a different perspective. Before I was like, God, I got to keep doing this. I'm not there yet. But instead, I'm seeing that I still can do it. I am going to do it, and I'm going to be successful at this. And if anything, an opportunity is going to help me get there faster and a smoother ride. It's just part of my journey, and it's something I can share with friends and families and people that one day I want to help through this journey. Is, you know, that's one of my passions, to help other traders or anyone who's interested in this, because it's not an easy journey. So it's something I'm interested in doing, and if I can have more of this stressful times, I mean, I don't want it, but granted, if I can learn from it and see it as positive, because it's given me that good experience that not everyone has. Not everyone failed, really, you know? Not everyone failed multiple times and kept going at it. And what I'm happy about is I'm starting to see that this is my own journey, and I need to enjoy it and sit down and relax and enjoy the ride instead of fighting it with friction and being upset and frustrated that I'm not where I want to be, right? And that comes down to comparing myself from yesterday rather than, you know, someone else. And so I'm pretty pumped, man. Today's the first day, of course, but I'm pretty pumped that that's how I'm starting to see things. And it's really, really to the thanks of a really good friend of mine who's a best friend of mine for years. And I really appreciate that talk that we had. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this show. Remember, on YouTube, we're on YouTube, all podcast platforms. Subscribe, like the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you are on podcast, please give us a rating and a review. It helps me out a ton in the algorithm so other people can find this show. And my goal is to really just share the journey and share the ups and downs and the experiences, because maybe, you know, it can relate to a lot of other people. And keep in mind, give me comments, or when I say comments, ask questions. I want to interact with this community because I'm not alone. And I know I'm not alone. I know there are people out there just like me who are grinding it out. And there's days where you want to give up. There's days where you're just like, what the hell am I doing? And there's days where you're just like, hell yeah, I'm getting it. But it's easier when you know you're not the only one. We're special, right? We're all special, but we're not the only one who's been through this. So thanks a lot, guys.